Countdown of 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Thank you.
Dr. Trina Greenhill.
That's what I'm talking about. I am excited, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome you. It gives me great pleasure tonight to welcome all of you to tonight's call. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight's call has been designated as our Women's Empowerment Call, and we have a lineup of some of the most fantastic and phenomenal women on the planet tonight. We're going to be hearing from women like Dr. Michelle Knight. You'll be hearing from Dr. Karen Kelly, Dr. Jacqueline Mohair, Miss Katrina Greenhill, Dr. Devonna Williams. You'll be hearing from Jan tonight, and you'll be hearing from yours truly, myself. I want to just tell you, if you're on this line tonight, you are in the absolute right place at the right time. Make no mistake about it. You're with the right company. We have the right products. We have the right compensation. But I'm excited tonight because this team that we're associated with, the outstanding team Wealthy Place, the team that is providing for us this vehicle to be connected to our wealthy place. Our wealthy place is our best state of health. And how many of you tonight could use some extra wealth? I know you're answering yes to that question. So you should be thanking the individual that invited you to this call tonight. We're going to get started right now as we launch into this time of discussing tonight the subject matter tonight of changing mindset. That's what we want to talk about, and we're so glad that you joined us tonight to share in this discussion. At this time, I want to ask if Dr. Michelle Knight, are you on the line?
Yes, I am, Gwen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away at this time.
Well, thank you for that incredible welcoming of our guests. And I also want to join you and welcome everyone to the call. Tonight we continue the process of creating something absolutely beautiful and powerful, just like us women. And we had an amazing launch call last week. And it's my pleasure to now welcome you to our weekly Tuesday night Ladies Empowerment calls. And yes, it is going to be weekly every Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. We will recognize, inspire, encourage, inform, and we'll also empower all the amazing women in our lives. So you're here at the right time for the right purpose. And I join with Ben and say to you, be grateful to the person who shared this information with you. So on behalf of our visionary leader, Mr. Jerome Hughes, my partner, Mr. Liam Green, and all the other amazing leaders, some of whom you'll hear tonight, the leaders of Team Wealthy Place, we welcome you and invite you to experience a change in mindset this evening. We're coming together again, just so you know, for those of you who are new to us, we're coming together as women to support and to validate and empower who we are and all that we do. And, you know, as women, we wear many, many hats. We're expected to work and raise a family, be nurturing parents, be attentive, and meet the needs of the men in our lives. We answer the age-old question of what's for dinner. We are the carpool experts, and we're creative. We have to be pretty and attractive, you know, our hair always in place, and help out wherever it's needed. And while it's true that the role of women in our society has changed tremendously over the years, I think the biggest change is opportunity and access to opportunity. And so we see evidence of this in many places, the workplace. We look at what's happening in sports, in Hollywood, politics, the music industry, and business, and so on. And yes, while we recognize ways in which women's roles have changed, I think I have to mention some ways that they haven't changed. And oftentimes working outside the home means that women have 2 full-time jobs, right? Can I get a witness on that? 2 full-time jobs. So the one at work and then the one at home. And women, more than men, are still the keepers of the house, the planners of family events, the bill payers, and we run all the errands. And mothers more than fathers are the ones who stay home with 6 kids and join the PTA and plan school dances and banquets and field trips. You see where I'm going with this. And we often don't get the credit we deserve, but things are changing. And some of us are blessed and fortunate to have help in the home, to have help with preparing meals and raising our families and to support us in business. And some of those helpers and supporters are on the line with us this evening, and we're grateful for you. But this is not the experience of all the women we know. And as a society, we have such a long way to go, right? Am I telling somebody's story tonight? I know I am, because I hear these stories all the time. So now we come together here, creating strong bonds of sisterhood and community, and we say to each other, in spite of whatever life throws at us, still I rise, still we rise. And we do that together. And so we acknowledge our power, our success. We offer words of encouragement to all the amazing ladies on this call. And whether you're in business for yourself or you're supporting others, it's really important to create opportunities for us women to have a voice, to be able to lock arms and build up and encourage each other. And so this evening we'll hear from some phenomenal women about how they've overcome, how they've changed their mindset and grabbed success with both hands. And they will tell you how you can do the same thing. So let's change our mindset, remove the toxins from our lives, and win big. And so we'll hear from the many phenomenal women of Team Wealthy Place. And as we also have a special guest speaker who we'll hear from. And first I'll bring on Gwen Manning, who you just heard from a little while ago. She has a career as a health program manager and has been doing this for about 20 years. Gwen also is a minister and has an incredible passion for helping people. And as such, she facilitates a nationwide prayer call 3 times a week and connects people from all walks of life. And Gwen, we look forward to hearing what you're going to share with us about your connections in the faith community. You're such an amazing, empowered woman. Share with us about changing our mindset.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Again, I want to welcome everybody to this call and this chance to just share a little bit. I won't speak long tonight, but I do want to just speak very succinctly to a couple of things as it relates to changing your mindset as a person of faith. As a person of faith myself personally, one of the things that I came to realize early on in my faith walk, and let me define, first of all, a person of faith. When I say that, I mean a person that has really accepted and embraced the idea that there is a power much greater than we are. And that power that is much greater than we are is the cornerstone, is the conduit, is the ultimate provider of the resources that we need and the power that we need to achieve every single thing we do in life. And so whatever you ascribe to in your faith, and I will speak to my faith tonight because I believe in the power of the Word of God. I believe in the power that's associated with the belief that when He gave us the Word to read and to be able to use that to apply to our lives, that we should literally be able to take what we've learned and apply it to the things that matter the most. And when you think about it as women, and I'm thankful for Dr. Michelle Knight just really speaking to the reality that as women, we have a very powerful and a very strong role in our lives. We are like the cornerstone, many of us, in our family structure. And so when I think about a role of a woman of faith in terms of her mindset, she literally is the catalyst for how the next generation or her children, her husband, those around her will be able to learn and to be able to apply what they've learned to their lives so that they can so that they'll be able to gain things that they desire by faith. And so when we look at what it means as a woman of faith to really consider the strength of a mindset, there's two things that I want to just talk about, and that is the two different types of mindset. If you think about it, there's only there's only two different mindsets that a person can have. You can either have a closed mindset or you can have an open mindset. You can have a fixed mindset or you could have what's called a growth mindset. And I don't know about you on this line tonight, but what I learned years ago, that it's not about my intellect, it's not about my talent, it's not about my skill, it's certainly not about my ability. And I learned that by way of my faith, because my faith I placed in Jesus Christ. He did everything he did and pointed the credit, he pointed the glory, he pointed all of the accolades back to his Father. If I'm emulating what he did, and many of you can relate to this in your faith, if you're emulating what that entity in your life has done to teach you and to show you a foundational truth, then what you will be willing to do is apply that to everything else you do. So now it's not because I'm pretty, or it's not because I am able to speak well or dress well, or I'm able to grasp the attention of people. It's about me not having a fixed mindset or a closed mindset. It's about me living my life, walking through my destiny, walking toward my place of whatever my ultimate goals are in life, with an open mindset, a growth mindset, seeing things from the perspective of one that's always, first of all, grateful for what I have, but then being open enough so that I consider the things that I don't have, that maybe there is someone or something that will be able to open me up to understand how I can achieve that. And so when I think about all of the things that I've ever accomplished, I realize this one thing. They were not accomplished because my mind was closed. They were accomplished because my mind continued to stay open. You know, there's so many biblical stories about women in particular that had to keep their minds open. And one that I'll share really quickly tonight is a woman who was not very pretty, and she was not loved. Her name was Leah, and she had a very pretty sister, and her name was Rachel. Well, when this man came along and he wanted to marry the prettier sister, who was Rachel, he had to wait. But according to the culture, he had to marry the older sister first, who he did not want to marry. He did not love. He basically rejected her. But because of the fact that she was open enough to go through, sometimes we have to go through misery, and sometimes we have to go through rejection. But if we keep an open mindset, she did that long enough so that even after she was married to this man who really did not choose her, but her younger sister to be his wife, and he ultimately ended up marrying them both, but she was the only one that was able to have children. As a result of that, this woman's life was greatly blessed. It was greatly increased because she was able to give something that the other wife could not give. There's much more to this story, but I wanted to share this. She finally got to the place where, when she desired to have a husband that wanted to love her, she finally got to a place of recognizing that may never happen. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to change my mindset, and I'm going to think about the blessing that I have in these children that I now have. And so if I wanted to share anything with us tonight, I want us to share the fact that it is through our faith that we trust and believe that every walk, every step that we take is leading us to an ultimate goal. But the way to get there is not to be one-track minded, is not to be closed-minded, is not to have a fixed mindset, but it is to stay open for the possibilities of what lie beyond what we already know and what we may already possess. Dr. Knight, are you there? I will pass it back to you.
Wow, Gwen, thank you for that illustration and the words of encouragement and reminding us about the importance of changing our mindset regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in as we go through this journey called life. And so I want to bring on the next speaker. She's our guest speaker for this evening, Dr. Devonna Williams. She founded her company back in 1986, and so she is celebrating 25 years in business this year, and I want to congratulate her for that. So, Dr. Williams, we are anxious to hear what you have to say. You have shared your talents in helping more than 40,000 individuals in hundreds of organizations to increase their performance and their effectiveness. Dr. Williams has been named as Entrepreneur of the Year in 2010 and has received numerous business awards. She's a member of the Governor's Council and Board of Trustees for the Delaware State University. And she's a phenomenal woman, great mother, businesswoman. Her focus is on helping people through process and increasing their performance. And so I am honored to call her my friend and my colleague. Dr. Williams, are you on the line?
I am, and it is indeed a pleasure to be with you this evening and to speak on this call because, Dr. Knight, when you asked me about this and you said it was about empowering women, I said, okay, because I do believe that women need to come together to stay motivated and to empower each other. And I really do like tonight's topic as well because mindset is everything. It is everything. And in my work, I have seen over the years that when organizations succeed or fail, whether they do that or not, it really depends on the mindset. It depends so much on attitude. It depends so much on people's belief and faith. And Gwen, as you talked about our faith and our beliefs, that's really fundamental. How people believe is as they pursue their life and their work as well. And as women, we have such overlap in our work and in our personal lives. So it's really hard for us to leave the personal life at home and then go to work. And what I have found is that for women in the workplace, whether you're in business for yourself or you're working for someone else, you have you bring that personal life there with you. And so balancing is so important. And how you think all of these things, how you view all of these things, the mindset really drives the train. So I was thinking about some different ways of thinking. And so one mindset that people have, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to shift your mindset from working for someone else to working for yourself. And that really means that you have to change your orientation and how you think. And when you're working for someone else, are you thinking that your work is just for them, or are you working for yourself? So you can be an entrepreneur in a work environment and be more productive than if you're just working for a job. Another shift is, I know when I went through this, when I left my corporate position and decided to go into my business full time, I had to shift my mindset from working for a corporate entity where you have to blend in and try to fit in and embrace the brand of the corporation to creating my own brand and having to shift from that to standing out on my own. And that was a real big shift and a change in mindset. Another mindset that I thought of also is how people tend to think of wealth. And we were talking about wealth generation and the ability to be successful in all areas of our lives, but financially, we have to really think about going from a lacking to abundance. And when you think in that way, you're really focusing more on giving, and as you give, others and giving comes back to you. And so that shift, that's another shift in mindset, and it's a different way of thinking. We talked also today about opportunities, and I think that one mindset shift is to convert opportunities into possibilities, because opportunities are really possibilities for a greater future. And being open, as was said earlier, that's so important to be able to realize those possibilities. So shifting the mindset, being able to believe it, being able to walk your own talk, being able to visualize your own success, having a mindset that's positive as opposed to negative, driving out those negative self-talk that we all do, and moving away from people who tend to be negative and focusing more on the positive can help shift that mindset. And I see this so often in the workplaces that when they're dysfunctional, you have a lot of negativity in the workplace. And when you get people focusing more on the positive, focusing on the possibilities, focusing on the opportunities, thinking about how they can be successful, and then speaking toward that, that helps to bring along change and that changing mindset helps to achieve more and help people realize that they do have the power to make that kind of difference. I'm going to toss it back to you. Any thoughts on that? Or
That's exactly the things that we needed to hear. We needed to hear how we can shift from the mundane, the working for somebody else, to being empowered, to creating wealth in our lives, to thinking in abundance. And so you brought the message that we needed at this time. So thank you. Appreciate your time being available. Such a phenomenal woman who dropped everything she was doing to come spend a few precious moments with us and share some information that's life-changing. So, Dr. Williams, we thank you tremendously. We look forward to collaborating with you and locking arms with you as well. And I want to wish you a wonderful evening. We look forward to hearing from you again.
And thank you all, and much success to you and continued success in all that you're doing. Have a good night.
Wonderful. Thank you. You too. And I want to bring on the next speaker, Dr. Karen Kelly. She is another great leader on our team, Multiplace. She's spoken with us about the need to embrace great changes, important changes in our health. And Dr. Kelly brings to us over 38 years of preventative medicine, and she'll tell us what it takes to understand families' need from us and how we can improve their health, how we can keep our families safe and away from toxins. She's a healer. She's a really wonderful, warm spirit, and I bring her on tonight to share with us some information as we talk about changing our mindset. Dr. Kelly, are you on the line with us?
I'm here. Thank you so much, Dr. Michelle. It's such a joy to be on this call. So I'd like to talk a little bit about mindset as it particularly relates to the health choices we make. You know, many areas of our lives where we're creating a positive, purpose-driven mindset is so important in manifesting and maintaining the type of lifestyle that we all aspire to, one that's balanced on all levels, and we'll be touching on that this evening, and we already have in some of the speakers, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, socially, and as it relates to our health and longevity. You know, everything we experience in our lives is ultimately the effect of our choices that we make, the goals that we're setting for ourselves, and the amount or type of energy that we're putting on manifesting. And you know, it stands to reason that our choices have consequences, so that the good choices we make are ultimately going to have good consequences, and the choices that we make that are not totally in alignment with our highest good will result in the not so good consequences. So many people today are a little bit on the fear-based end. So when they're, you know, faced with a challenge or maybe some change in their life, they kind of go to fear. Well, I can't, or I don't know how, or I'm not good enough, or smart enough, or courageous enough, or I'm not ready. And what we would invite people to do is, you know, to let go of some of that fear and to stretch our envelopes a little bit more, step outside of that limited thinking, ask for help if we need it, and be guided by the support teams that we have in place. So, you know, instead of stepping, you know, out of our power, we step into our power, which can be kind of scary at times. I remember a mentor once said to me, "You're never ready for what you have to do. You just do it. That makes you ready." And I've tried to adopt that philosophy in my life. So somewhere along our spiritual journeys, you know, we've all learned an important law of life. What you focus on or put energy into manifests. So, you know, we've come to know that it's better to focus more on what we do want than what we don't want. so that eventually we'll get to where we choose to be in our lives. And the same goes when we're sharing these wonderful products and when we're trying to teach people a little bit about a more healthy lifestyle. So when we begin to share these amazing toxin-free products with others, we may actually run into some folks who simply are not yet willing to make those healthy choices in their life. So as our brilliant, wonderful team leader has said numerous times on the calls, you know, some will, some won't. So what? Move on and spend our valuable time with those who are ready to make these choices and want to learn how. And I'm sure everyone on this call has at one time or another tried to convince a friend or a family member to make some healthier choices, you know, regarding their health and their well-being. And we end up becoming what I call the health nut nags. You need to quit smoking. Your sugar habit's going to give you diabetes. Your, sedentary lifestyle is going to give you a heart attack. And eat more veggies, eat less potato chips, drink more water, and on and on and on. But what often happens, we get the pushback. You know, I can't give up my 7 Cokes a day, or, I have to drink more water. Oh, I hate water. Or I have to give up my desserts. No way. So when I'm counseling my patients, I kind of endeavor to show them how making just a few key lifestyle changes can have significant positive results. So instead of kind of focusing on the negative mindset, don't do this and don't do that and whatever, I try to be more positive and focus on a more positive mindset. So I might suggest baby steps toward a more holistic lifestyle. So I might say to my patient, well, for the next week, instead of 7 Cokes a day, cut back to 6. And maybe the following week, cut back to 5. Or instead of drinking 1 glass of water, maybe add another, drink 2 glasses of water. And then I might invite them to add at least 1 healthy nutritional supplement to their diet, be it a full complex of vitamins or a super antioxidant formula, maybe something to support the immune system or brain vitality or joint health. So whatever they feel might be the best fit for them. I might just encourage them, change out your toxic coffee or your toothpaste or your shampoo for a healthier, non-toxic one. Again, baby steps. And if you get the pushback, that often will happen, and it's happened in my practice so many times, about, well, I can't afford it. I can't afford these products. So here's what I do, and it's kind of fun. I tell my patients, make a list of all the things that they're ingesting and putting on their skin in a week that are detrimental to their health, and add up the cost. And, the donuts, the sodas, the chips, the toxic skincare, and so forth. And the ones that actually do this are blown away. They're shocked that on a monthly basis they're spending hundreds of dollars on foods with little or no nutritive value and many toxic tag-alongs, not to mention all the shampoos, toothpaste, and lotions and makeup. They realize that if they would just eliminate a few of these items and substitute healthier choices, that they actually can afford these products. And they would make just a huge difference in their lives and the lives of their family. So in conclusion, I'd like to share, there's a wonderful book written by Mark Victor Hansen, who was the best-selling author of all the Chicken Soup of the Soul series, and the co-author of this book, Robert Allen. He was also best-selling author. He wrote Multiple Streams of Income and No Money Down, and the book is called The 1 Minute Millionaire. Some years ago, I was very privileged to be a part of their first mentoring group called the Enlightened Millionaires Protege Program, where it was their goal to create 1 million enlightened millionaires who would use their wealth and influence to make a difference in people's lives and change the world. And I learned from that experience that those choices that we make minute by minute can exponentially bring us to a new paradigm in healing and health care, not only for ourselves and our family, but for the world. So I invite everybody on the call to decide today to embrace that healthy mindset and to encourage those that we love and care about to do the same. That's all I have to say for the evening. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a participant in this call. Back to you, Dr. Michelle.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly, for those incredible nuggets of wisdom. And you want to hear more about where we can get some of these products we just talked about, so we can remove things that are toxic from our homes and our lives. And so it's an honor to welcome and invite Dr. Jacqueline Moe here to the line at this time to tell us about the company that shares the principles and the philosophies of the things we just talked about tonight. She's a successful woman who is an ambassador and has worked in networking for over 15 years. She's consistently made six figures in this industry. She's a wife and a mother, and she is just a really incredible woman. I've enjoyed the time that I've known her, and I look forward to greater things to come. She loves traveling. She has also been recently appointed as United Nations ambassador to empower women across the world. So Dr. Jacqueline Moe here, come on and tell us about how we can continue to shift our mindset and embrace what this company has to offer.
Thank you, Dr. Michelle. First, let me just say I am super excited to be here. It is truly an honor. I want to say this to all the speakers that have spoke before me, Gwen Manning, Dr. Kelly, and our guest speaker, as well as yourself. I want to say that it is an honor to be on this line with you all. You all have contributed so much to this industry and to business and to just helping a lot of women and helping a lot of people, period, to reach their goals, reach another level of success. So I want to say that I'm grateful and honored to be on this line with you all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you that I am happy to partner with a 9-year-old company that got started in 2006 by Tom Maurer and his son. Now, the name of our company is Sizzle International. Our company got started internationally. It has been in the United States for 3 years. Yes, 3 years. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a ground floor opportunity. Now, we've been talking about mindset, but I want to say this about a mindset of a millionaire. When you sit down and you talk and you listen to Mr. Tom Maurer and you truly understand his mission, and his mission is to create the most powerful personal care products and dietary supplements in the world. I mean, he really has a heart to help a lot of people, and he has helped a lot of people, thousands of people over the past 9 years in other countries to receive good health and wealth. Now, one of the things that truly attracted me to this company, as I was doing the research, I saw that this company has the largest manufacturing company in the world. The only company that I know of that control every aspect of the product. We're talking about from formulation to production. The only company I know of that we don't have to wait for our product because we manufacture the product. That means we don't have to go to a third party. We don't have to go to a fourth party. We don't have to go to a fifth party. We own the facility. And we have the largest manufacturer in the world. We have our own scientists, ladies and gentlemen. We have 15 to 20 scientists on site. Now, when I looked at that, I said, this right here is powerful. Do you realize that you could be with a company that's ground floor and they control every aspect of the business? That right there is powerful. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our own formulation team. So what that means is that not only we have the scientists who create the formula, we have a formulation team on site. And what I am so excited about is the fact that we have toxic-free products. And I did say toxic-free products. How many of you out there know that there are millions of products out there, but they are toxic? And it's affecting our bodies every day. But I'm so excited that we have toxic-free products. And our company right now at this moment, we are currently operating in over 40 countries. You're talking about global. We are global. 40 countries around the world. And we are expanding into other parts of the world. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is so exciting. On this call tonight, we have people that are not only in the United States, we have people on this line that are from other countries. It is powerful to be with a company that is global. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a robust comp plan. Now, when I looked at the comp plan and I saw that this company pays daily, I said, whoa, Nelly, let me bag this horse up and see what's going on. And when I said that and really sat there and really looked at the comp plan, I saw that, ladies and gentlemen, people can utilize an extra $50 a day. They can utilize an extra $200 a week. That alone would change a situation. That alone would help some mother, a single mother, or a stay-at-home mother, a family. $50 a day, $25 a day, add the numbers. This company pays daily. And not only do we pay daily, we pay Fast Start 8 generations. Now, in most companies, that is unheard of. But we pay Fast Start pay 8 generations. And not only that, we pay 10 levels deep into residual income. 10 levels deep into residual income. Now, I don't know about you, but when I listened to Jerome Hughes and I heard his heart for Team Wealthy Place, he has a mission, ladies and gentlemen, to truly help a lot of people win in this industry. As a matter of fact, he has a goal to help 1,000 families earn 6 figures in this opportunity. I would advise each and every one of you tonight to take a serious look at Sizzle International, because now is the time to accelerate your income. Now is the time to go to another level in your dreams. Now is the time to get back with that individual that invited you on this call. And I would love to see you on the next side of destiny. Back to you, Dr. Michelle.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Mohed. That was so powerful, so empowering, so inspiring, and to know that the opportunity is right before us and it's accessible, just the things that we talked about earlier that tells us we can achieve the dreams and desires we have for ourselves, and you placed it right in our hands, and I thank you for sharing this powerful information about our company, Sizzle International. Now I'd like to bring on someone. We've also been talking about the importance of balance in our lives, and I think I have the perfect example of how we can do this. This lady is just so special. I love hearing her talk every time. She brings in some real-life experiences, and I just get so incredibly moved when I hear her share about her life journey. Jane, I'd like you to come on and tell us how you started from humble beginnings to becoming a very successful businesswoman who now owns hotels around the world and has built huge international networking teams. What an incredible story you have to share. Jane, are you on the line? Okay, we'll check and see if she's having some technical difficulties. I spoke with her earlier, so I know she's anxious to share some information with us. But we'll move on to Katrina Greenhill, who has been steadfast and been such an incredible support as we put together Team Wealthy Place that's going to just really change the landscape of what's been done in networking. She has been a veteran in the industry and has been successful over the past 30 years. Katrina's going to come on and tell us about her experience with using the product. So, Katrina, are you here with us tonight?
Yes, Dr. Michelle, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, yes.
Wow, wow. What I can say is they say, wow, turn around backward. Yes, wow. What an incredible call tonight, guys. And I just want to say to you, to the guest speakers, thank you so much for bringing on the wealth of knowledge. Dr. Michelle, what an excited time. I'm very, very excited about these awesome Sizzle products. Most of the time when you hear people talk about how wonderful their products are, most of the time they have they didn't even use them. They don't even use their products. That they are quick to tell you how great their products. With me, Dr. Michelle, I have to use the product. I really do, in order to be excited about telling someone else. I have a sister that's on the line tonight, Marjorie, that can contest to that. She always asks me, Katrina, have you used them yet? Yes, I have. But Dr. Michelle, I really, really love taking care of my body. And I truly think that most people, especially those that are listening on the call tonight, love taking care of their body, because if they didn't, they wouldn't probably be on the call. But when I was told about this awesome company, Sizzle International, by my awesome partner, Jerome Hughes, the first thing I did, because I'm a believer, guys. I'm a believer. I had to go out and I'll order some of that fire and ice tea. Yes, I said weight loss tea. Let me go back. I said I ordered me some of that fire and ice weight loss tea, because, again, I have to use the product. I have to feel the product. I have to do the product. Now, Dr. Michelle, that the summer is coming right around the corner. Most of us are trying to take off those extra pounds, because we're going to be shedding those extra layer of clothing, because we might be headed to the beach, might be later by that pool down at Jerome Hughes' house, or we might be going on a cruise, or we might just, what I say, baby boomers love to do. We love to look good, and we love to be good. Hey, guys, but one thing I will say, guys, that fire and iced tea, that started with, let me get back to that. That started with the fire and iced tea. And I was losing weight so fast. I was only drinking 3 glasses of tea a day, and I had to cut back to 1 glass of tea a day, Dr. Michelle, because I was losing so much weight. You can drink up to 3 glasses of tea a day, but, guys, I'm telling you, awesome product. And for those that are interested tonight, they got to shed those pounds. Get back with the person that introduced you to this call tonight and order some of your fire and iced tea. Dr. Michelle, I'm going to throw it right back at you.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Katrina. I want to drink some right now. I love your energy. I love how much you are a product of the product, and you believe in what we do because you've experienced firsthand the wonderful effects of the superb, exceptional products here at Sizzle International. And so I want to bring on Jane. I believe she's with us now. Jane, can you hear me? Okay, maybe she's still having difficulties joining us. If we don't get to talk with her tonight, be sure to join in next week, next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, to hear the amazing story from Jane as she shares with us how she's moved from humble beginnings to becoming this incredible, successful businesswoman. I want to go back to Dr. Jacqueline Mohair. She's going to tell us how we can have success and how we can make money, real money, right now, get paid tomorrow with this company. Dr. Mohair?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Knight. I want to ask the question, are you looking for a way out? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want more time with family and friends? How would you like to spend quality time traveling or just doing some of the things that you like to do? Well, ladies, I was able to do all of that with network marketing. With over 15 years of experience in the industry, I was able to earn multiple six figures in this industry. I was able to leave my 9 to 5 and be there for my children, all because of the flexibility from this industry. You see, it was because of this industry that when the economy tanked, my husband got laid off. But it was because of this industry we were able to move on, keep going because of this industry. Well, what I want to say to you is this. What if you could earn an extra $200? What about an extra $500 a month? What if you could earn an extra $50 a day, $100 a day? Would that pay a light bill? Would that buy a car? Would that help you change your address? Would that relieve some stress and give you peace of mind? This could be the one seed to set you on a path to your wealthy place. Any person that's desiring a harvest knows he or she must first plant a seed. And without planting a seed, there can never be a harvest. But if you plant a seed into your wealthy place, if you plant a seed into your mindset, if you plant a seed into your wealthy direction, you will see a harvest. You see, one of the heartbeats of the wealthy place, and Jerome Hughes, one of the heartbeats is this. Jerome grew up in the country, and one of these days you'll hear his story. But not only Jerome, I could go back to my own story, how I grew up in the country, dirt road, and you know, just really wondering sometime how the ends was going to meet. But I was introduced to this industry. And after talking to Jerome Hughes and knowing his heartbeat, that he really has a heart of gold to truly help a lot of people and see them set free. You see, before the foundations of this world, God already had a plan for your life. And that plan was to prosper you. That plan was to do good and not cause you harm. That plan, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Father came. He came that we may have life and have it more abundantly. Well, with this opportunity in Team Wealthy Place, you have an opportunity for time and freedom. There is an opportunity for good health. And I tell people that if you are healthy, you are wealthy. But being in this opportunity, you have the opportunity to have both sides, good health and good wealth. And what we want to do tonight is invite you to take a serious look at Team Wealthy Place and to take a serious look at Sizzle International. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going somewhere. And I can promise you that 12 months from today, you will look back at this call. Some of you will be excited because you got started tonight. Some of you will look back and say, wow, I wished I had took that opportunity. And I want to tell you, the person with that second thought, take a serious look at this opportunity. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going somewhere. And we want to see you on the other side. Back to you, Dr. Knight.
This is Gwen, and I just want to say that was absolutely fantastic, and I'm so grateful for everyone on the call tonight that has shared from the abundance of your wisdom, your knowledge, your heart, and that's what this company is about. We were on a call a few days ago with the owner of this company, and one of the things that we heard from him was the fact that he does not pride himself on anything more. He said this. He says, I have earned much wealth. What I want to do now is I want to maintain my good health. but I want to help as many people as possible to be able to do what I've already done, which is gain wealth, but to also be able to help them, their loved ones, you know, your children, your grandchildren, to have better health. We can change a generation with this company, with these products, and with the ability that we all have now to make a decision like Dr. Jacqueline just told us all. Make a decision to get on board. I am so very, very thankful that I've done just that. I'm not sure tonight if Dr. Knight has dropped her call. Are you back on the line, Dr. Knight?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I was talking with you guys and you couldn't hear me. Thank you for stepping in there. I was just really proud of our phenomenal women on the Team Wealthy Place, all the speakers who joined us and shared from their heart how we can shift our mindset, how we can change our lives. So do what you just heard. Get back to the person who invited you to this call. If you want to change your financial mindset with just a few dollars or tens of thousands of dollars a month, you're in the right place with the right team, with the right mentors. We have the support system in place. We will guide you through the process. So be certain to call that person, text that person who told you about this call, and let them know how grateful you are. Let's do the mindset shift right now, tonight. We are available. Give us a call. We'll help you on this journey. Have a great evening, everybody. We're so grateful for you, our guests who came on to hear this information. We are waiting for you to create your wealthy place as part of our wealthy place. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to check our Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/Team Wealthy Place. Like, put a comment, let us know what you'd like to see. Stay tuned on that page and you'll see all the wonderful things that are yet to come. We are a movement and we're going to some incredible places. We invite you to come along with us. Have a great evening, everybody, and we'll talk to you real soon.